The Tolland Man. In 1950, two brothers were digging through a peat bog in Denmark when they noticed something sticking out of the mud. At first, they thought they had discovered a murder victim. The body looked disturbingly fresh. The skin was intact. The facial features were clearly visible. Even the expression on the face looked eerily peaceful. Police were called immediately. But as investigators examined the body, they realized something impossible. This man hadn't died recently. He had died over 2,000 years ago. The bog had preserved him so perfectly that he looked as though he had died only days before. Scientists named him the Tolland Man. As they studied him, they discovered he had likely been executed and placed in the bog as part of a ritual sacrifice. For thousands of years, he had remained hidden beneath the earth, waiting, perfectly preserved. The Dead Sea Scrolls. In 1947, a shepherd boy searching for a lost goat made a discovery that would change history. He threw a stone into a cave. Instead of hearing it hit the ground, he heard pottery shatter. Curious, he climbed inside. What he found were ancient jars containing fragile scrolls, thousands of years old. As more caves were explored, hundreds of additional scrolls were discovered. Many contained some of the oldest known copies of biblical texts ever found. Others revealed information historians had never seen before. The discovery completely transformed our understanding of ancient history. But what disturbed some researchers wasn't just what the scrolls contained. It was the realization that priceless historical documents had been sitting in dark caves for nearly 2,000 years, completely forgotten. And if those scrolls had never been found, humanity might never have known they existed. The Black Death mass graves. Imagine digging a foundation for a building. Then suddenly, your shovel hits a human skull. That's exactly what has happened countless times across Europe. Beneath modern cities lie enormous mass graves from one of history's deadliest disasters. The Black Death, the plague that killed tens of millions of people. In some places, the death toll became so overwhelming that bodies were buried in huge pits, one after another, sometimes hundreds at a time. When archaeologists excavated these sites, they uncovered haunting evidence of how desperate the situation had become. Entire families buried together, children alongside parents, layer after layer of victims. The discoveries provided valuable information about how the plague spread, but they also revealed something terrifying. Civilizations that seem permanent can collapse much faster than we like to believe. Ancient viruses in Siberian ice. Deep in the frozen wilderness of Siberia lies permafrost, ground that has remained frozen for thousands of years. As scientists studied the region, they began uncovering something unexpected. Ancient viruses. Viruses so old they existed long before human civilization. Most people assumed they would be harmless. After all, how could something survive tens of thousands of years trapped in ice? Then researchers did something surprising. They revived some of them. And they worked. The viruses became active again. Thankfully, the revived samples targeted microscopic organisms rather than humans. But the discovery raised an unsettling question. If harmless ancient viruses can survive for thousands of years, what else might be frozen beneath the ice? As climate change causes permafrost to melt, scientists worry that unknown pathogens could eventually re-emerge. Cave of the Crystals. In 2000, miners in Mexico accidentally broke into a hidden underground chamber. What they found was unbelievable. Enormous crystals. Some stretched over 35 feet long. Others weighed several tons. The cave looked like something from a science fiction movie. Towering crystal pillars extended in every direction. Scientists were stunned. Nothing like it had ever been seen before. But there was a problem. The cave was deadly. Temperatures reached nearly 60 degrees Celsius. Combined with extreme humidity, a person could survive only a short time without special equipment. Researchers rushed to study the crystals, but every visit became a race against the clock. The discovery was beautiful, yet terrifying. The Antikythera mechanism. In 1901, divers exploring a shipwreck near a Greek island discovered a strange lump of corroded metal. At first glance, it looked like junk. Just another artifact from an ancient ship. Then, scientists examined it more closely, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Hidden inside were intricate gears, dozens of them, working together with astonishing precision. The device was over 2,000 years old, yet it was more technologically advanced than anything historians thought should have existed at the time. Researchers eventually realized it could predict astronomical events, track planetary movements, and calculate eclipses. Many now refer to it as the world's first analog computer. The disturbing part wasn't the machine itself, it was what it implied. If ancient people could build technology this advanced, how much knowledge has humanity lost? How many inventions disappeared without leaving a trace? And how many other discoveries are still waiting beneath the ocean floor? Because sometimes the most unsettling discovery isn't what we find. It's realizing how much we still don't know.